What's up? What's up? What's up? Cayman Wolf, the Decrepit Gamer here, guys. Big news. Patch number 6 for Zero Caliber 2 just dropped. So you can see over here on their Discord, they've just announced that patch number 6 has dropped. It includes Quest 3, 3S visual upgrades. Man, that's the thing that I know that a lot of people have been waiting for. I thought the graphics in this game were great already, but this is just going to put them at another level, and I think it's exciting that it's finally dropped. Smoother gameplay in solo, co-op, and PvP, and tons of bug fixes and quality of life improvements. Yeah, so that sounds really good. They got a link to the actual patch notes there on their Discord, and I'm going to put that link in the description down below so you can link out to it yourself. But you really don't need to do that because Cayman Wolf is here for you, and we're going to go through the patch notes here together one by one. Also, guys, as a quick reminder, Xreal Games still has their Black Friday sale going on. It will go on through December the 14th. Zero Caliber 2 is 50% off with the code that you see right here behind me. I will copy this down into the description below for your convenience. So purchase the game with that code and receive 50% off, and also a whopping 60% off of the original Zero Caliber, which also is a fantastic game, guys. Just because Zero Caliber 2 is out, don't discount Zero Caliber Reloaded. It's a freaking fantastic game in its own right, and I tell you, I enjoy it every bit as much as I enjoy Zero Caliber 2, and I've got a full playthrough of both of these games right here on the Decrepit Gamer channel. If you want to go and watch Zero Caliber Reloaded full playthrough, that's called Zero to Hero, that series, and it's all in its own playlist. And Zero Caliber 2 is called Rookie to Renegade. It's all in its own playlist. But this sale is going on through December 14th, so if you don't already own these fantastic games, then there's really no better times. And just as a reminder, I am not sponsored by these guys. I have no financial or vested interest in the success of this company. I just love these games. They're games that I've covered extensively on my channel, and I just think they're great. They're really, really worth picking up. I've also got a full review of Zero Caliber 2 on my channel here. Also a great tips and tricks video if you guys want to check that out. So here we are on the patch notes page, patch number 6. Again, link down in the description if you want to go look at this yourself, but I'm going to read through all of these patch notes here with you. So starting at the beginning here, hey everyone, how's it going? Zero Caliber 2's 6 major update is now live. It includes the long-awaited Quest 3, 3S visual upgrades, along with a ton of fixes, changes, and improvements to enhance your solo, co-op, and PvP experience. Seriously, I got tired of typing all the fixes into this changelog. That may be true, but I promise you guys, I'm not going to get tired of reading them to you here, so let's get to it. All right, starting with visuals. Added PBR effects, better lighting, and overall visual upgrades for Quest 3 and 3S. Increased the texture resolution for the lobby kill house doors. Fixed gray lines appearing in the sky. Okay, gameplay updates. Pistol magazines now have separate physics, falling based on real physics when ejected. Okay, that sounds exciting and fun. Improved access to the back slot. Now, I know that they made some improvements to the back slot. I think it was patch 4 or 4.5, but they made some in a recent patch. They made some improvements to that, and it looks like they're improving it even further. I thought they did a great job with the last round of improvements, so hopefully this is even better. And I think what this is talking about is the ease with which you can pick up a weapon and place it into your back slot, giving you the ability to carry that third weapon in addition to the 2 that you've chosen from your loadout. I know that prior to the last patch, I could not get that damn thing to go into my back slot, and I would try to put it in there and it would fall on the ground, and then they addressed that in a previous patch, and it sounds like they've made it even better now, so that's good. Let's see. Players no longer lose their weapons when restarting from the last checkpoint. Okay, and that's a great change too. Look, and that's also a great change for guys like content creators like me, because when we're creating the, live streaming, that's one thing. You're just showing the game in its entirety. But when you're trying to create highly edited, very smooth playing content that's fun to watch, that flows very smoothly, sometimes you want to edit out those deaths and especially the really stupid ones that are just jarring and interrupt the the gameplay. So respawning with those weapons, that's fantastic because you can get back up to the previous point that you were at in the game and resume your recording at that point in time. That makes the experience a lot better. Reduce the players bouncing up and down on objects when walking over them. Improved UI after death in survival mode. Fixed the solo end screen in survival mode. Fixed disappearing weapons from the player's hands. Okay, that's obviously a good thing. Fixed incorrect loadouts when starting a co-op map. Fixed dropped weapons falling through the ground on death. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I have experienced that a few times myself, and it's very frustrating. Fixed faulty particle effects inside buildings. Fixed an issue where the player's watch could disappear when picking up event items. Fixed twisted hand animation during a revive. Fixed incorrect health points after using a syringe. Fixed holstered weapons highlighting the belt. Fixed a bug where grenades could pass through the ground. I haven't experienced that one, but I am sure that that is extremely frustrating, particularly if it happens in a high stress situation in combat. So that's got to be a good change. Adjusted the lighting on the Hill Nest map to reduce the darkness. Okay. Made the eaves on Richwood Shock map easier to climb. Fixed a bug where a loot drop animation was broken on the airfield map. Fixed interaction disabled section on airfield in areas where weapon use should be allowed. Fixed an issue on Saltbreak City where players could pass through a door without opening it. Fixed an issue on Saltbreak Harbor where players could fall off the map at the end screen. I'm sure that's frustrating. Fixed a bug on Crimson Fortress where players could get stuck in the lift. Fixed a bug on Crimson Fortress where players could fall through the top of the silo. Fixed a bug on Crimson Fortress where the player's hand incorrectly grabbed the levers. Fixed looping sounds on Crimson Fortress. Okay, so that was the gameplay. So we had a couple of good enhancements up there at the beginning around the physics of the pistol and the improved back slot. And then just a whole bunch of bug fixes. And that, that's great. Bug fixes are fantastic. They're not as exciting as new enhancements and new functionality to the game, but they're really, really good to get these things cleaned up, especially if any of these that I've just read are things that you've been experiencing. I'm sure they can cause a lot of frustration. Okay, co-op multiplayer. Fix an issue where the knife could disappear from the belt. Fix the issue causing slow and choppy animations for the artillery. Fixed a bug on the Richwood's Shock map where late joining players would have no weapons. Now PvP. Added no explosives PvP setting option where grenades and heavy weapons are inaccessible on PvP maps. I know that was highly requested, and honestly guys, I have not played PvP. I played through the entire campaign on both of these games, the original Zero Caliber and Zero Caliber 2, and I've been creating content under some other games recently, and I have not had an opportunity to experience the wave modes or the PvP modes, but I have been planning on, and I will circle back to Zero Caliber 2 content here in the very near future, and I can tell you just from my personal experience playing PvP and other games like Call of Duty and things like that, that is a fantastic option to have. So I'm really looking forward to experiencing some PvP in this game, and particularly I will probably play with those settings enabled because I tell you, well, like take Call of Duty for example. I really enjoyed that. What's that mode where it's the 4v4 on the small maps where there's no fucking score streaks overhead? People love getting those things. They're a lot of fun to get them, and you watch all the kills, pop up on your screen and how many kills you got and all that. But you're not really, man. To me, those things are disruptive to the real gameplay loop, and the real gameplay experience is just gun on gun action, and that's what I like, and I'm sure that's why this mode is highly requested, and I'm sure that's why they have delivered on it, and that is probably the way that I will play when I play PvP. Balanced the scoring system for revives, improved the stronghold map, fixed a bug causing players to spawn half underground after death. Fixed an issue where headshot kills don't trigger the headshot sound effect. Well, that's good because that is a very gratifying sound Fixed an issue where PvP maps would remain locked after updating the game. Fixed a bug causing spawn protection to not work properly after a revive. Okay, again, a bunch of good bug fixes. Very good that they've done these things. User interface. Updated the event panel to show which maps have collected items. Okay, that's helpful. Updated a pop-up icon to notify players when their headset battery is low. That's great. There's been several times that I have actually been live streaming, guys, and have been caught with, sometimes I use that Bobo battery. Sometimes if I'm doing a particularly long live stream, that thing will just die. And then my headset will start to die, and then it'll just go dead. Even whereas I could have swapped that thing out if I had caught it in time. And sometimes that Bobo battery, I will forget to turn it on, or it won't turn on for some reason when I put it on the back of my headset. And so I think I have it on there, and my headset is just using its own battery and it's dying. And this is fantastic, man. This is just great because it sucks. I can just tell you from firsthand experience. Even if you're not live streaming, even if you're just playing, it just sucks to be caught with your pants down and have that thing just die on you right in the middle of a great game. So that's awesome that they've done that. Improved indicators on the mod panel for better usability. Okay. Fixed an issue where the kill feed didn't display the headshot icon for headshot kills. Again, sucks to be robbed of that satisfaction, so that's good. Fixed incorrect icon displays in the loadout UI. Fixed skin changes for weapons displayed on the lobby wall when pressing the arrows. Not sure what that means, but I'm sure a lot of you guys probably do. In the loadout UI, the equip weapon button will now be enabled if the player makes any changes to their weapons. Okay, weapons. Improved the hand pose for the M72. Reduced the sway effect on pistols. Fixed the recoil on the KA-15 and AK-74U. I wonder what they mean by fixed. I wonder if that means reduced or increased, or if there was something that was buggy about it. I suspect that it wasn't reduced, because if it was reduced, they would have probably said reduced, because that is a buff, whereas I suspect it's probably maybe increased, or maybe there was just something that was just funny about it that needed to be fixed. But they're admittedly being a little bit elusive about exactly what that fix means. Fixed the fire mode switch animation on multiple weapons. Okay, the fire mode switch, I'm sure that they're referring to the switch on the side of the weapon where you switch it from single fire to burst fire or fully automatic. Sound effects. Added a pickup event sound when collecting collectibles. Fixed excessive echo sound effect when enemies fire. Stability. Reduced the save file size for more consistent cloud backup behavior. This should fix the occasional progress loss when updating. If it doesn't fix, please hop on our Discord and let us know. Yeah, and if you experience that, guys, do please hop on their Discord and let them know, because I know firsthand, and I've said it multiple times before, and I'll say it again, that these guys are very responsive. They're just really a great dev team. I have rarely in all of my years of gaming experienced a dev team that was as responsive to their community as this one is. Okay, so what's next? We have a little holiday surprise for y'all. These guys are talking like they're from my neck of the woods. We have a little holiday surprise for y'all coming real soon, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to read this blurb again. And if you run into any technical issues, get stuck on a map, or experience anything peculiar, please contact us directly instead of throwing a 1 or 2 star review at the game. We're getting back to everyone as soon as humanly possible, and it's so much easier to assist you if we can communicate with you directly. We also reply to reviews, but direct communication is much more efficient. So I tell you what, guys, I will also link their Discord in the description down below. So if you experience anything like any kind of issues, or you need to reach out to these guys for anything, their Discord is a great way to do that because they're responsive to it. For technical support, contact us at support@xrealgames.com. And then finally, they say here, side note, as you can see, this patch contains a lot of fixes and changes based on your reviews, comments, and suggestions. As as usual, please keep sending us your feedback. We're eager to hear if these changes are going in the right direction. Okay, guys, that sounds like a great set of patch notes. If you want my honest opinion on this, I did not read these patch notes in advance. They announced this. I saw the announcement on Discord. I went and, made myself something to drink so I could keep the whistle wet as I was doing so much talking, editing and recording this video. And I just jumped right on here, man. I read these things for the first time as I read them to you. So my honest take on this is, to me, the exciting thing about this patch is the graphical updates for the Quest 3 and Quest 3S. Beyond that, I didn't really see a whole lot of quality of life improvements beyond just the bug fixes, which will make the experience a lot smoother and a lot better. I'm looking forward to getting on and trying some of the things that have been released since I last played, which was back when I recorded my Zero Caliber 2 Rookie to Renegade series. Lately, I've been recording some Dungeons of Eternity content and Swordsman content, and this weekend I'm going to do some In Death Unchained by request of some of my viewers on my live stream. By the way, guys, come and check out my live streams. Like I said, I've been live stream this weekend. I'm going to live stream In Death Unchained and maybe Dungeons of Eternity, but very, very soon I'm going to switch back over and do some more Zero Caliber 2 because I miss it and I haven't done a shooter in a while. But I live stream every weekend and almost every weeknight, but the weeknight streams are not announced in advance like the weekend ones are, because I never know when I'm going to be able to get to the live streaming, or if I'm going to be able to get to it on any particular weeknight, because I'm busy with, unfortunately, real life shit. But the weekend live streams are announced at least a couple hours in advance, usually several hours in advance. So yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, and the notification bell, and you'll get a notification when I go live. And come and join us, because we have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun on those live streams. I've added a lot of functionality to my live streams that make them very interactive for viewers, and it's just, man, it can just be a riot. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, I want to go ahead and end it here. For more news, product reviews, game reviews, live streams, and awesome gameplay content, subscribe to the Decrepit Gamer channel. This is Cayman Wolf, the Decrepit Gamer, reminding you that you are never too old to game. And my friends, I am out.
I'm the Decrepit Gamer, don't you give me no whack.